Welcome, children. Welcome to the grammar class. Welcome, children. Welcome to the grammar class. And the topic is the prepositions. First of all, let us read the sentences. I saw the teacher in the school. He is very kind to us. We are sitting on the chairs. The first sentence, the word in, which is given in italics, you see, shows the relation between the noun teacher. Teacher is the noun here, and the noun school. Relation between the teacher and the school. You just skip the word and read, I saw the teacher, the school. What meaning does it give? It does not convey clear meaning to us, isn't it? But when we use the word in, it gives a clear relation between the two nouns, teacher and the school. In the same way, the second sentence, he is very kind to us. It shows the relation between the adjective kind and the pronoun us. You skip the word to and see, he is very kind us. Again, there's no proper sense there. But when we use the word to, then it gives a clear sense, and the relation between the adjective and the pronoun is known to us. Let us take the third sentence. We are sitting on the chairs. Here again, on is the word. Are sitting is the verb. Chairs is the noun. So it again tells the relation between the verb and the noun. So these words in, to, on, they tell us some relation between the two words. They are known as prepositions. So, how do we define preposition? A preposition is a word placed before a noun or pronoun to show the relation between the noun or pronoun and some other word in a sentence. So, preposition it. Placed before, before. Preposition. The noun or pronoun is placed after the preposition is called its object. Such a noun or pronoun is in objective case, being the object of the preposition placed before it. A preposition may have more than one object. He gave some money to Raman, Sheila, and me. Here, Raman, Sheila, and me are objects of the preposition to. Position of preposition. The word preposition, preposition itself means that which is positioned before. It is usually placed before the noun or pronoun. It governs. There are also exceptions. The preposition is placed at the end of a sentence. When the object of the preposition is the relative pronoun that, the relative pronoun could be omitted. This is the book that I was searching for. That for is a preposition and it is placed at the end of the sentence. When the object of a preposition is an interrogative pronoun. What are you looking at? Whom are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Whom are you talking about? The preposition may be placed sometimes in the beginning of the sentence also. About whom are you talking, for example? In which box did you keep my money? Okay. Now, kinds of prepositions. Prepositions are of 5 different kinds: simple preposition, compound prepositions, double prepositions, participle prepositions, phrase prepositions. Simple prepositions we have in, of, and, of, to, up, with, at, by, for, etc. Compound prepositions: without, within, outside, inside, into, behind, besides, beneath, below, across, between, etc. Double prepositions: outside of, out of, from, out, from behind, from beneath, etc. Participle prepositions: notwithstanding, concerning, pending, considering. They are participles of verbs used as prepositions. Phrase prepositions: by means of, because of, on account of, in opposition to, with regard to, for the sake of, instead of, on behalf of, with a view to, in the event of, and so on. There are several words which can be used as prepositions as well as adverbs. If the word is used as preposition, it will have a noun or pronoun as its object. Adverb modifies verb, adjective, or another adverb. For example, the lion is in the cage. In is a preposition there. Please come in. The same word, preposition in, how it is used, you see. He stood before me. Before is a preposition. He came here before. Keep the book on the table. On is a preposition here. Here, let us move on. See the usage, how it is used. He will come after a month. He arrived soon after. In this way, let us go ahead. Kinds of relations indicated by prepositions. The common types of relations indicated by the prepositions are that of place, time, manner, cause, reason, purpose, instrumentality, possession, measure, contrast, inference, etc. First, let us see place. The place may be seen as a point or place that can be identified. Now, first, to, direction it tells. I went to the door, I went to the house, I went to the school. It tells the direction. Next one, at. I remained at the door, I remained at the house, I remained at the school. Away from. I came away from the door, I came away from the house, I came away from the school. Away from, position also. Now let us see the place may be seen as a line lengthwise into direction. I rolled the ball onto the wickets. Kolkata is on the river Hooghly. Position. Here it tells the position. I got off the bus. Direction. The ship is anchored a mile off the coast. Position there. It tells the position there. Okay. I went across the Nepal border. The direction there again. I walked along the river bank. See, when you see the thing, how it is moving along with the line, along the river bank. Go ahead a little. The place may be seen as a surface, which may have length and breadth, but may not be flat or horizontal like the ground. For example, I fell on the ground. See, if you see that box, see there, you fell on the ground. I sat on the sofa. Or I pasted a label on the bottle. I fell off the ladder. The ball rolled off the table. See, direction, position. The old town is now off the map. Then I ran across the field. How you move, the direction. Then I looked through the window. How I looked, see. The place may be seen as an area which has boundaries and limits. For example, we all went into the street. That tells the direction. We remained in the field. It tells the position. We went out of the city. It tells the direction again. We stayed out of the country. It tells the position again. I ran through the park. It tells the direction. So, if you take the place as an area, then you get this kind of things. The place may be seen as a volume, like a box, room, house, river, or anything having length, breadth, and height. For example, I rushed into the room, like you go into the room like this. Okay. The clothes are in the box, that is the position. He came out of the pool, like you come out of the pool, that is the direction. I was out of the house, you come out of the house, that is the position again. Then the breeze blows through the trees. How the breeze blows through the trees. Okay. So these pictures give you an idea. These images give you an idea how it is. Above, over, on top of, under, underneath, beneath, below. Show the relative position of two objects vertically, whereas before, in front of, behind, and after show the relative position horizontally. Position as a relation between two objects can be best be explained by a picture. Imagine that a car is standing on the bridge. You see this picture here? You see the picture here? Given here depicts the positional relationship. The clouds are above the car. See? Clouds are above the car. The bird is hovering over the car. It's hovering over the car. The roof rack is on the top of the car. There is a roof rack is there on top of the car. The road is underneath, beneath the car. There's a road under or beneath the car. The river flows, here there's a river. The river flows below the bridge. A man is standing by the car, beside the car. Okay. There is nothing else in front of or behind the car. There's nothing. So how we use the prepositions based on our needs. Okay. Now, some other place prepositions. He climbs up or he climbs down the stairs. Between two boys. Among the children of the class. Standing about around the room. Comes from Allahabad. Goes to office. Is near my house. Tours around the world. Is inside or outside the house. Dancing round and round the room. Walked up and down the lane. This way we use this. time. Time has two dimensions, point of time and period of time. Now, at is used for point of time, chiefly clock time. We say 5 o'clock, at 5 o'clock, at 3:30 p.m., at noon, at midnight. For holiday periods, at Christmas, at the weekend, for time phrases at night, at that time, at an early date, we use like that. You have to remember them. On and in. On is used for days and dates. On Sunday, on the second day of October, on October the 2nd. In is used for the names of months and years, or with morning, afternoon, or evening. In the morning, in the evening, in January, in the 19th century, and so on. For, from, to, during. I stayed in Bhopal for 3 months, means all through. I stayed there for from May to July. The sun shines during the day. So it tells the duration of the timing. This happened before or after 1947 as we needed. Until and till is generally felt to be more informal than until and used much less often in writing. At the beginning of a sentence, until is usually used. For example, we waited until midnight. We did not wait after that time. Until midnight, we waited. Now, between, by, up to. He will be arriving anytime between 4 and 5 o'clock. You see the preposition here, how between is used. Okay. Then by that time, we were fully exhausted. How by is used by that time. Up to the last week, he was not there. Some other time prepositions, let us see. He waited through the night. Did not work throughout the month. 5 minutes to 10. Towards evening. Behind time. By 7 o'clock. These are some usages. Here you see through, throughout, towards, behind, by. There are some time prepositions. Now, instrument, agent, and means. When do we use this preposition by? With. By usually denotes the agent or doer. With denotes the instrument. The cake was cut by Ajit with a knife. By is the agent. Who is the agent here? Ajit is the agent. What is the instrument used here? Knife. So, cut by Ajit with a knife. Ajit used the knife to cut the cake here. It was seen by him with his own eyes. By him with his own eyes. So, by denotes the agent and with denotes the instrument there. Here, instrument doesn't mean that only knife is an instrument. Here, eyes act as instrument there. The nut was broken by him with a hammer. This is very clear in this sentence. By is also used to signify by means of. I usually travel by car, by bus, by train. He was killed by a gun. If we just compare this with the instrument here, what do we see is, see, in the passive sentence, the instrument knife can be expressed by a by phrase, but with phrase cannot be used for the agent Ajit. The cake was cut by Ajit by a knife. But it will be wrong to say the cake was cut with Ajit with a knife. We can't use that. So where to use and where not to, see, that we have to keep in mind. Now, manner. He fought with reason. He fought with courage, spoke with confidence, came with hope, cause, reason, purpose. He worked for a good cause, for a cause. Did it for our help. Suffers from a disease. Lost his purse through negligence. Hangs his head with shame. How the preposition is used, that we have to keep in mind. Possession. This is a book of Ram. Here is a boy with a dog. You see the measure and rate. Cloth is sold by the meter. The bank charges interest at the rate of 8 to 10%. Contrast and concession. With all his mistakes, I accept him. For all your qualities, sometimes you may be admired. So, here, how for is used. How with is used. It is used for contrast, concession, and so on. Now, the same prepositions with many uses. The same preposition may be used in various senses. The uses of, at, in, with are given below, grouped according to the different meanings or contexts. How is at used? Is used for place and direction. He will meet you at the station. Place. The soldiers rushed at the enemy. The hospital is at a distance. Time, order, time of festivals, meals. He may arrive at night or the next day at dawn. At night or at dawn. He will come at 2 o'clock. I left school at the age of 16. At 16 means at the age of 16. Sujata succeeded at the third attempt. You must visit him at regular intervals. He left Delhi at Christmas and will return at Diwali, time of festivals, you see. He will be there at lunch and she will be there at dinner. So, how it is used for time of festivals and meals. For activity, it is activity, how it is used. I found him at play. That means while he was playing. Was, what is she at now? What is she doing means it gives that meaning. He is hard at it means he's working very hard. She's good at singing. I will do it at leisure. We will complete it at one sitting. Rate, degree, value. He ran at full speed. What is the rate? Full speed. It's now running at a loss. I got it at great cost. She appeared at her best. Value, degree, rate, there also we use it. Cause. I marveled at his performance. We were delighted at the idea of going to Goa. In. Place and direction. First, how we use in place and direction when we have to show. How do we use that? Let us see that. The kangaroo is found in Australia. He is standing in the corner of the room. I saw a light in the distance. You are sitting in an armchair. Compare it with on a chair without arms. Okay. In the armchair. Because arms are there, so in the chair. Otherwise, when arms, without arms, on the chair. On a chair. Okay. He was wounded in the leg. Raman has gone in that direction. Now, when we show the motion, that time also, how we use in. He dipped his pen in ink. The movement is seen there. I have cut the apple in two, means two halves. They fell in love. Now, when time is to be said, how we use in, you see. In the 19th century, in 1947, in April, in spring, in his old age, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, in the daytime. Now you say compare it at night. In the end, in my time, she was a beauty in her days, means during her best years, in the reign of the Mughals. So, how it is used? Goodbye for today, children.